The assembly room of the Galactic Council buzzed with an unusual intensity, its vast, domed space filled with the myriad forms of interstellar delegates. Suspended in the air, a massive central screen replayed footage that had plunged the room into stunned silence. The scene depicted a human, Captain Jack Harper, standing calmly before a fearsome Klein death beast, one of the galaxy's most feared predators. The creature, all fangs and venomous spines, was purring under Harper's touch as if it were a domesticated pet. Eyes, stalks, and sensory appendages of various species fixated on the screen, each replay sending ripples of disbelief and confusion through the assembly. The Zorthian counselor, Veer, known for his species' logical detachment, shifted uncomfortably within his containment pod. "This behavior defies all known survival instincts," he said, his voice modulated through the collective's translator. "The Klein death beast's aggression is unmatched. Its venomous spines can penetrate the toughest armor, yet here we see a human petting it as one would a common household animal." Zrax, a towering reptilian figure from the Drar Dominion, hissed in disbelief. "Perhaps the footage is doctored," suggested the bioluminescent Kayan ambassador, her tendrils dimming with skepticism. "No," responded Admiral Garv, the human representative, with a bemused grin. "The footage is genuine. That human is Captain Jack Harper, a well-decorated explorer." Murmurs of disbelief and curiosity swept through the assembly. The notion that humans, relatively new members of the Galactic Council, could exhibit such bizarre and reckless behavior was beyond comprehension. "Humans have a unique way of interacting with other species and creatures," Garv continued, leaning forward. "We have a talent for establishing unexpected bonds." As a holographic image of Captain Harper materialized in the center of the room, standing confidently with his hand on the massive head of the Klein death beast, the council members watched in awe. The deadly creature appeared docile under Harper's touch. Garv narrated the scene, explaining how Harper and his crew had landed on Cathra Prime for a reconnaissance mission. "As soon as we landed, we were surrounded by these enormous death beasts. My crew was on edge, weapons ready, but Harper had a gut feeling. He approached the nearest one slowly, making sure not to show any signs of threat." The hologram displayed Harper's slow, deliberate movements towards the towering beast. The creature, initially tense, gradually relaxed under his touch. "Humans have this knack," Garv concluded. "We call it the human touch." The assembly erupted into a cacophony of discussions. The idea that humans could pacify one of the galaxy's most dangerous creatures with mere touch was revolutionary and alarming. The implications for interspecies diplomacy and alliance building were staggering. "We must investigate this further," suggested Veer. "If humans possess this unique ability, it could be invaluable for our collective security and cooperation." The council members debated their next steps, recognizing the potential significance of this discovery. Harper's encounter was just the beginning, hinting at many more surprises humans might have in store for the galaxy. Captain Jack Harper, an explorer and diplomat, had always been driven by a deep-seated belief in empathy and understanding. His career was a testament to humanity's potential to bridge gaps and forge alliances in the vast, often hostile galaxy. Harper's journey began on Earth, where he grew up fascinated by the stars and the possibility of life beyond. His early years were spent studying xenobiology and interstellar relations, skills that would later define his unique approach to diplomacy. Harper's motivation stemmed from his inherent curiosity and a desire to prove that peaceful coexistence was possible, even with the most formidable of alien species. His belief that empathy could overcome fear and aggression guided his every action. Harper's previous missions had taken him to the farthest reaches of known space, where he had encountered civilizations both advanced and primitive. His ability to connect with diverse species earned him a reputation as a remarkable diplomat. On Earth, Harper lived a life dedicated to exploration and learning. His home, filled with artifacts and mementos from his travels, was a testament to his life's work. Every piece had a story, a lesson learned about the vast universe and its inhabitants. Harper's friends and colleagues often marveled at his ability to see beyond the surface, to understand the underlying emotions and motivations of the beings he encountered. Despite his many successes, Harper knew that his abilities would be met with skepticism by the Galactic Council. The footage of him taming the Klein death beast had already sparked disbelief and controversy. Harper anticipated the challenges ahead, understanding that proving the value of his unique skills would not be easy. Yet, he remained undeterred, driven by the conviction that empathy and understanding were humanity's greatest strengths. As he prepared to present his methods and findings to the Council, Harper reflected on the many species he had met and the lessons he had learned. Each encounter reinforced his belief in the power of the human touch, the ability to connect with others on a fundamental level. He knew that his work was just beginning and that the road ahead would be fraught with challenges. But Harper was ready, driven by a mission to show the galaxy that humanity could be a force for peace and cooperation. In the days leading up to his presentation, Harper spent hours reviewing his experiences and compiling data to support his approach. He knew that he had to be thorough, to provide irrefutable evidence of the efficacy of his methods. Harper's dedication to his mission was unwavering, his mind constantly strategizing ways to demonstrate the importance of empathy in interstellar relations. The stage was set for Harper to prove his worth to the skeptical council. He was aware that his unique abilities placed him at the center of a pivotal moment in galactic history. Harper's journey, marked by resilience and a deep-seated belief in the potential for understanding, would shape the future of humanity's role in the galaxy. As he stood before the council, ready to present his case, Harper knew that his actions could pave the way for a new era of interspecies diplomacy and cooperation. Captain Jack Harper's mission to Cathra Prime was straightforward: reconnaissance and the potential for an alliance with the formidable Klein, a warrior race known for their deadly death beasts. As Harper's ship landed on the crimson landscape, his crew was on high alert. The Klein death beasts were legendary for their aggression, and any misstep could result in catastrophic consequences. The moment Harper and his team disembarked, they were surrounded by the enormous creatures. The death beasts, towering and bristling with venomous spines, emitted a low, menacing growl. Harper's crew readied their weapons, their nerves palpable. Yet, amidst the tension, Harper felt an inexplicable sense of calm. He motioned for his team to lower their weapons, trusting his instincts. With slow, deliberate movements, Harper approached the nearest beast. The creature's fangs gleamed, and its spines rattled ominously. Harper's heart pounded, but he maintained a steady demeanor, recalling his grandfather's wisdom. "Animals can sense your intentions." He took a deep breath and extended his hand, moving it in soothing circles just inches from the beast's rough skin. The beast tensed, its spines rattling louder. Harper's hand trembled slightly but did not retreat. He began to stroke the creature gently, speaking in a calm, steady voice. The tension in the air was palpable, his crew watching with bated breath, ready to react at a moment's notice. Gradually, the beast's growl softened, and its spines began to retract. The Galactic Council members, viewing the live feed, watched in stunned silence as the death beast, notorious for its ferocity, visibly relaxed under Harper's touch. A low rumbling purr emanated from deep within its chest, a sound none of them had ever associated with these fearsome creatures. Harper's crew was equally astounded. "Unbelievable," muttered Lieutenant Carter, his second in command. "How is this possible?" Kralos, a prominent alien warrior and member of the council, was particularly struck by the display. Known for his skepticism towards humans, he found himself both in awe and disbelief. "This goes against everything we know about the Klein death beasts," he murmured, his eyes fixed on the screen. Harper continued to stroke the beast, reinforcing the bond. The creature, now completely docile, allowed him to move freely around it. This unprecedented interaction set the stage for a new understanding between humans and the Klein. Harper's success on Cathra Prime was a turning point, not just for his mission, but for humanity's role in the galaxy. Following the success on Cathra Prime, Captain Harper's next assignment took him to Xeria, a planet plagued by the aggressive razor beasts. These creatures, known for their territorial behavior, had made colonization efforts nearly impossible. The Xerian government, desperate for a solution, welcomed Harper with a mix of skepticism and hope. Harper's approach was methodical. He spent days observing the razor beasts from a distance, learning their behavior and identifying patterns. Trust was crucial, and he knew it could not be rushed. His crew, now accustomed to his unconventional methods, supported him with unwavering confidence. The first few encounters were tense. The razor beasts responded with predictable aggression, their serrated spines glinting in the harsh sunlight. Harper, however, remained patient. One evening, as the group camped near a razor beast watering hole, he made his move. Approaching slowly, he extended his hand, allowing the beast to catch his scent. The razor beast, a massive creature with rows of serrated spines, growled menacingly but did not attack. "Easy, big guy," Harper murmured, his voice calm and steady. "I'm not here to hurt you." The beast's eyes, filled with primal intensity, met Harper's gaze. For a moment, the world seemed to hold its breath. Then, slowly, the beast lowered its head, allowing Harper to touch its rough hide. A collective sigh of relief swept through the camp. The Xerian scientists, who had initially been skeptical, exchanged looks of astonishment and admiration. Harper had once again achieved the impossible. Over the following weeks, the bond between Harper and the razor beasts grew stronger. The once hostile creatures now allowed his team to move freely through their territory, paving the way for peaceful colonization efforts. The diplomatic implications of Harper's success were profound. The Xerians, who had long viewed humans with suspicion, began to see them in a new light. Harper's ability to connect with the razor beasts fostered a growing respect for humans among the Xerian population. They realized that humanity's unique approach could be a valuable asset in maintaining peace and stability in their world. Kralos, observing from the Galactic Council, found his admiration for Harper's abilities growing. Despite his initial skepticism, he could not deny the effectiveness of Harper's methods. Kralos' grudging respect hinted at the potential for a future alliance between his people and the humans. As Harper continued his mission on Xeria, he remained focused on the broader implications of his work. Each successful interaction with the razor beasts reinforced the idea that trust and empathy were powerful tools in interspecies diplomacy. His achievements were not just personal victories. They were milestones in humanity's journey towards becoming respected members of the interstellar community. Harper's growing reputation as a peacemaker and diplomat solidified his position as a key figure in the Galactic Council's efforts to promote harmony among the galaxy's diverse species. His methods, once seen as unconventional, were now recognized as groundbreaking. Harper's work laid the foundation for the Human-Animal Cooperation Program, an initiative aimed at leveraging humanity's unique abilities to foster peace and cooperation across the galaxy. Kralos, who had been a vocal critic, now found himself advocating for the program. He saw in Harper a reflection of the qualities he valued most: courage, determination, and an unwavering commitment to understanding others. This shift in perspective marked the beginning of a new chapter in interstellar relations, one where humans played a central role in bridging divides and building alliances. In the end, Harper's mission to Xeria was more than just a diplomatic success. It was a testament to the power of the human spirit. His journey highlighted the potential for empathy and connection to overcome even the most formidable challenges. As he prepared for his next mission, Harper knew that his work was far from over. The galaxy was vast, and there were many more species and worlds in need of understanding and cooperation. With each step, Harper and humanity moved closer to a future where peace and harmony were not just ideals, but realities. The planet Drar was a harsh and unforgiving world, its surface scarred by centuries of mining operations. Rich in valuable minerals, Drar's landscape was dominated by jagged mountains and deep, shadowy caverns. Yet beneath its rugged exterior lay a formidable challenge: the stone serpents. These massive, impenetrable creatures were like living tectonic plates, their movements a constant threat to the miners who sought the planet's wealth. Tensions between the Drar miners and the territorial stone serpents had reached a boiling point. The miners, desperate to extract the precious minerals, often found their operations disrupted by the serpents' sudden and violent appearances. The serpents, driven by their instinct to protect their nesting grounds, had caused numerous casualties, leading to a volatile standoff. The Drar government, recognizing the need for a peaceful resolution, called upon Captain Jack Harper, hoping his unique abilities could bridge the gap. Harper arrived on Drar with his usual calm demeanor, ready to face what many considered an insurmountable challenge. The planet's surface was a stark contrast to the lush worlds he had previously visited. Here, the air was thick with the scent of minerals, and the ground rumbled with the Serpents' subterranean movements. Harper was accompanied by a team of Drar miners and a few trusted crew members, all of whom shared his determination to find a peaceful solution. The first encounter with a stone serpent was a daunting one. Emerging from the rock face, the creature's scales glinted like polished obsidian, and its cavernous mouth revealed rows of crystalline teeth. The ground shook as it reared up, a living mountain ready to defend its territory. Harper, undeterred, stepped forward, his voice steady and calm. "You're magnificent," he said softly, extending his hand. The serpent's deep, ancient eyes fixed on Harper. For a moment, the world seemed to stand still. Harper's crew watched in tense silence, aware that any sudden movement could trigger a deadly response. Slowly, Harper allowed the serpent to sense his presence, maintaining eye contact and projecting a sense of peace. The serpent's massive head lowered slightly, and Harper placed his hand on its snout, feeling the ground vibrate with the creature's purr. Word of Harper's success spread quickly. The Drar miners, inspired by his example, began to approach the stone serpents with new respect and understanding. The once adversarial relationship transformed into a cooperative one. The serpents, recognizing the miners' peaceful intentions, began to guide them to rich veins of minerals in exchange for the protection of their nesting grounds. The diplomatic success on Drar was profound. Harper's ability to connect with the stone serpents not only ensured the safety of the miners but also set a precedent for future interactions between humans and alien species. Harper's reputation as a peacemaker was solidified, and his methods became a model for interspecies diplomacy. The Drar government, previously skeptical, now praised Harper for his groundbreaking work. As Harper prepared to leave Drar, he reflected on the journey. Each mission had its unique challenges, but the underlying principle remained the same: empathy and understanding could bridge even the widest divides. The bond he formed with the stone serpents was a testament to this belief, showcasing the potential for harmony between vastly different species. Harper's work on Drar was not just a victory for humanity, it was a beacon of hope for the entire galaxy. Back at the Galactic Council, Harper presented his findings and successes, detailing the methods and results of his missions. The Grand Council chamber, filled with representatives from various alien species, buzzed with anticipation. Harper stood at the center, his calm presence commanding attention. Holographic images and footage from his missions played in the background, providing visual testimony to his achievements. Harper's presentation was thorough. He explained how he approached each creature with patience and respect, emphasizing the importance of building trust. He highlighted the transformative effects of these bonds, from pacifying the deadly Klein death beasts to fostering cooperation with the razor beasts and stone serpents. Each success reinforced the potential of human empathy as a tool for peace. The reactions from the council members were varied. Some were visibly impressed, their expressions reflecting a newfound respect for humans. Others were more cautious, considering the implications of Harper's methods. Yet, the overwhelming sentiment was one of awe and curiosity. The footage of Harper taming the untamable had shattered many preconceived notions about humans and their role in the galaxy. The Council's deliberations culminated in a historic decision. Recognizing the unique abilities of humans to foster peace, they established the Human-Animal Cooperation Program. This initiative aimed to harness the potential of human empathy to resolve conflicts and build alliances across the galaxy. Harper was appointed as the program's first ambassador, tasked with training new diplomats in his methods. Kralos, who had been a vocal skeptic, now stood in support of the program. "Captain Harper has demonstrated a strategic value that we cannot ignore," he said, his voice resonating through the chamber. "His empathy and ability to connect with other species offer a path to peace that we must explore. I propose we form a new alliance, recognizing the strengths humans bring to our collective security." The Council's decision marked a turning point in interstellar relations. Harper's work had laid the foundation for a new era of cooperation and understanding. As he left the council chamber, he felt a deep sense of fulfillment. The journey had been long and challenging, but the impact was undeniable. Humanity's role in the galaxy was now firmly established, their unique abilities recognized and valued. The success of the Human-Animal Cooperation Program was a testament to the power of empathy and connection. Harper's legacy would inspire future generations of diplomats and explorers, encouraging them to approach the unknown with open hearts and minds. As he prepared for his next mission, Harper knew that the story was far from over. The galaxy was vast, and there were many more species and worlds in need of peace. With each step, humanity moved closer to a future where understanding and respect were the cornerstones of interstellar relations. #Epilogue Harper's Legacy. Back on Earth, the bustling cityscape thrived under a clear blue sky. People went about their daily routines, children played in parks, and the aroma of food vendors wafted through the streets. Amidst this familiar scene, a shuttle touched down gently, and Captain Jack Harper stepped out, greeted by a wave of applause from gathered onlookers. His family stood at the forefront, beaming with pride. His children ran to him, their laughter echoing in the air as they embraced him. His wife followed, her eyes filled with love and relief. This homecoming was a poignant reminder of the personal stakes behind his diplomatic missions. As Harper walked through the city with his family, he reflected on his journey. Each mission had tested his limits, but also reinforced his belief in the power of empathy and understanding. His ability to connect with the untamable creatures of the galaxy had not only saved lives but also bridged divides between species. These experiences had broader implications for humanity's role in the galaxy. No longer seen as mere newcomers, humans were now recognized for their unique strengths, resilience, adaptability, and the capacity to form profound connections. The themes of Harper's journey resonated deeply with the human spirit. Despite the dangers and challenges, he had shown that empathy and patience could overcome even the most formidable barriers. His work had laid the foundation for a future where interstellar relations were built on trust and mutual respect. This narrative of resilience and connection inspired countless others, both on Earth and across the galaxy. As Harper settled back into everyday life, he couldn't help but look to the stars with a sense of hope. The Human-Animal Cooperation Program continued to expand, training new ambassadors in his methods and spreading the message of peace. Harper's legacy was one of bravery and understanding, a testament to the enduring human spirit. The future of interstellar relations looked bright. With each successful mission, humanity's place in the galaxy grew more secure. The bonds forged by empathy and respect promised a harmonious coexistence with other species. As Captain Jack Harper prepared for his next adventure, he knew that the journey was far from over. The galaxy was vast, full of wonders and challenges yet to be discovered. Together, humans and their allies would continue to explore, connect, and build a future where peace and understanding prevailed. Harper's story was just the beginning of a new chapter in the history of interstellar relations, a chapter written with hope, resilience, and the unbreakable human spirit.